welcome back to my channel. You are new here, I'm Riffa. You can tell by the title today, I'm bringing something a little bit different just to ease you guys into a December series where I'm mainly focusing on mental health. One, I am not a therapist. I am not a professional who gives advice on, oh, do this or do that. This is just me explaining how things that I've experienced, what I've been feeling, acknowledging it and just sharing it with you guys. Now that we're coming towards the end of 2020, which we all know has been a very tough year, been hard regardless, but despite that, we have still conquered through. And I just wanted to make a video to talk about signs that you are mentally exhausted. Not everybody will feel a certain type of way, like they won't know that they're exhausted. So I just wanted to bring you this little video because I, for one, have been feeling this type of way. So I just wanted to make sure to check in on everyone to make sure that you guys are all doing okay, that you are feeling mentally exhausted. Number one, feeling irritated / exhausted. Feeling of not wanting to do anything. You just get frustrated easily. Like one little thing and just like, I've had enough. Everyone, come on down below. Everyone's had that. One more, just say one more, and that is it kind of feeling. Just that sense of, oh my god, I can't do this, it's too much. Nah, there's a lot, like there's a lot that's going on and you're just there like, baby, how do I deal with this? How do I process all of this? This isn't funny, it's too much. And in terms of how to deal with that feeling irritated and overwhelmed, it's just taking a breather, like literally a timeout. Now I know some people think timeout could be associated with like being a child, like, oh, you need a timeout. No, darling, at any age you can have a little breather, a little time to myself and just be like, these times you'll still be frustrated, just still like, but you want the nice deep breathing, a little bit calm. Number two, this was kind of me today, but I'm not gonna get into that. Procrastinating. Like you be like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, X, Y, Z. But then when it comes to it, you woke up, say for example, 9 a.m. with like some sort of energy, like, okay, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna do that. But when it comes to it, it's 4 p.m. love, and all you've managed to do is make a cup of tea and have some breakfast, and that's okay. Number three, anxiety and panic attacks. You can just be, it kind of links kind of to like number one in a way, like feeling like overwhelmed. I don't know about you guys, but I do get a lot of panic attacks when things get too much. Your body just goes. You just go to this trance, like you've just now entered another world and you just don't know how to like roll yourself back in, boo boo. You're just there like having a panic attack. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. It's not a nice feeling. It goes through stages and it takes time, and it's just, you kind of like just live through it and go through it. Like you can research the definition of having a panic attack. We'll know when you're having a panic attack. It's in different forms, but definitely if you're experiencing lots of anxiety and having panic attacks, you're mentally exhausted. 5, this one right here. Oh Lord, your patience is running thin. As in, you can sit there and then you could be like, I'm fine, but then deep down you're just there like you're just there like, I don't have the time for this, I don't have the patience for this. And you just sit there and you start thinking like, okay, like in my feelings, just there. Number 6, that you just feel off, like you feel a bit sick to your stomach. You just feel like something's wrong. Like, you know, for example, when you're nervous or have like an upset stomach, you just feel a bit on edge, a bit like like the whole day is feeling, but I don't know what it is. You just can't put your, you just can't put a name to it. You feel disturbed, like unsettled. You feel a bit uneasy. Like it's just it's not a nice feeling. It's number 7. You cry out of nowhere, and that's okay. Felt so overwhelmed, so tired, like your mind has been processing a lot of information, a lot of feelings, and now you just reached a point where you could just be there and tears start coming down your face, you start crying, like you're in like, oh my god, it's the end of the world kind of crying, but you just that little like
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Kind of cry, okay? And you feel that bit like release, like, oh, I felt good. You got that sense of comfort of just letting it out, releasing that pain, that burden that you had afterwards. Like, ever cried and then you just feel like 10 times better after it got released? It finally came out, and that is what you've been needing. Don't ever feel bad to cry, and that goes to whether you're male, female, anyone. Do not feel bad for how you feel. Whatever you're feeling, it's absolutely normal. How many people are walking around today? I don't get it. Okay. It is like when you're feeling like you're in your own bubble. Like, when you just want to isolate yourself and just be like a little, like, I don't want to talk to anyone, the sound of people's voices, emails, this, like, you can decide to, like, I'm not gonna go on social media today, I'm not gonna watch the news today, I'm not gonna talk to X, Y, and Z today, or I'm just gonna sit down here and do what I need to do. Or sometimes if you want to be in your bed and just, or be in your room, whatever feels comfortable for you, as long as you are aware of what is going on, that's fine. But that sense of, I just want to be alone, but then that also leads to you feeling lonely, which is like my next one, number 9. You can be in your own bubble, but then you start to feel lonely, because then you start to realize, like, oh, there's no one really here. And for some people, that's all right, that's okay, like your own space. But to others who are so used to being bubbly and so used to being around others, you are just mentally exhausted, you're just tired, you just don't want to be around anyone. You want to be quiet, you want to be at ease and peaceful. Really hard, but it's okay. Dealing with all these emotions, it's a normal thing. Things that I've noticed that have been helping me to be less exhausted is trying to go to bed earlier. Now, if you can't, like, if there's like a day where you can literally have a lie-in, take it. Personally, for me, my lie-ins are the weekends between Saturday to Monday, because those are like my non-working days. I won't lie to you, I'll be waking up like around 10 a.m. of me having to wake up 7 a.m. to get ready to, work. That pattern, like weekdays, I'm like, okay, I'm not fully rested, because I'm like, now I'm forced to wake up at this time to do X, Y, and Z, and all my energy is gone. And the weekends, I just want to let my body wake up naturally and just rest. I woke up today with so much energy. I was like, ooh, those 4 days took my soul. Oh god, I was like, yes, this sleep is heavenly. My mates, and they literally just knew, because they can just tell, like, yeah, she slept that day, she slept. I was like, yeah, I slept good, yeah. And I've been getting into, as it's like getting towards Christmas, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, regardless, you are going to see Christmas decorations around. You are going to see Christmas trees. You're going to see the fairy lights. You cannot escape this. For me, when it comes to Christmas time, that's when the best scents come out. And when I mean the best scents, I mean in terms of candles. Candles have been so therapeutic in terms of, you're like in your room, so now you're like, okay, this is the thing, now you're in your comfort zone, you're in your bubble, you're comfortable. Light a candle, to whatever scents that you enjoy. I personally like cinnamon smells, spiced orange smells, cherry smells, things which are very like gives that romantic aroma, that calming sensation that is like melting. For me, like the light, that's like obviously the candle as it's lit, as it's melting and you're seeing the wax go down. You can call me a weirdo, I find that so relaxing. You see it like, you know, like swimming in its own little juices, and then you start to smell the aroma. Sometimes when you're in your room, the room that you're in, you can smell it, obviously. Doesn't hit deep once you leave. So you went to the bathroom, you come back to the room, and it hits you like, that smells so good. The one, if you're over the age of 18, is like having a little glass of wine now and again, and just having 1-2 sips and just enjoying the moment, just having a sip of wine. You have your candles there. Too many people are walking by. I apologize. There's like a park playground like in front of me, and yeah, everyone's now taking their kids home because it's starting to get dark. You time, like for me, an app that I really enjoy using to keep me calm is called the Calm app. I highly recommend this app. I will preach it day in, day out. They have some banging songs which are so relaxing. Have story time. So for those who struggle to sleep, the sounds of like people talking, that I don't like, an audible kind of vibe that makes you just feel sleepy. If you fall asleep to like the sound of like the rain, the waves or the oceans, definitely check out the Calm app. This is not a sponsored video. I truly do like it, and it truly does help me unwind and relax. Watching a Christmas movie. I don't know why I'm just all about Christmas. I think it's because that's just the season that we're currently transitioning into. Something that makes you laugh, nothing too serious, something just be energetic. Highly recommend Jingle Jangle. Something classic like White Chicks or something. Like, I know you're probably thinking, really, Riffa? Really? It's funny. Or something, I don't know, Mr. Bean. I don't know what you guys would be into. And I've been watching Mr. Sister, I've been watching Moesha, I've been watching Girlfriends, like things that take me back into the good old days where, like, you know, feel happy and joyful, and little things like that really does help. Like, trust me, it does. Talking to your friends, that really does help. Just confining into somebody. It's the little things. Like I said, feeling irritated, procrastinating, feeling off / feeling sick, not wanting to socialize, just wanting to be in your own little space, your own little bubble. All these feelings, having anxiety, it's all normal, and don't ever feel too down like, oh, why do I feel like this? It's absolutely fine, can get better. I always recommend therapy if it needs be, but these little things that I've these things that I have mentioned, it's workable. As long as you can establish what it is. I always recommend writing things down. Like for me, I always get my notebook, my Riffa notebook, which you can always get on my website at riffa.co.uk, riffa.co.uk, and pick up a notebook. I love journaling. Like for me, when it comes to journaling, every night I will get my pen and I will start writing how I feel. I'll write about how my day is. Not necessarily like a diary, but it's more like deeper things. Start planning, trying to organize myself. And then for those days where, say for example, I miss writing, it does play the back of my mind like, Riffa, you didn't let it out. And then that's when I start feeling that tension. I didn't get a chance to like express it. Like maybe I expressed it through crying that night. Maybe I expressed it through talking to one of my friends about it. Maybe I just decided to have a pamper day, like a pamper Sunday. Candles, I have a glass of wine, I put on a face mask, and I chill. Know this, know that. Pure Riffa time. Just, even if it means putting half an hour aside of not doing anything, your phone on silent, do you. Now, I know not everyone can have that luxury of having your own little space or whatever. What works for you. I wish you guys the best, and I just wanted to like let you guys know that I am trying to be a bit more open with you guys, just in case there's people out there that's been feeling maybe one or two things from what I've said. Step one, acknowledging, oh yeah, I have been feeling exhausted, I have been feeling a bit snappy, just tired. We all get that. It's life gets too much quite a lot of the time, and that is okay. Has their own ways of dealing with things, and if you have some tips and tricks, please do leave it down below and share it with everybody. Get through things like this. And for those who live in London, now that lockdown's like been lifted for like a few days now, what you do, but as long as you do it safely and you have fun, and to everyone else around the world, I do hope you're staying safe. I do hope that you're keeping, you know, your distance. You could have lost yourself, but that doesn't mean you can't bring it back in. Let's enter 2021 sort of optimism and boost our spirits despite what's going on in the world. It's not going to get better in the blink of an eye. We've all seen that. A year has gone by essentially. Be a bit more cheerful for 2021. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please share with your friends. Let everybody know about this. Thinking that I should have like a cute little name for my subscribers, but I just don't really know what to name you guys. So if you have any suggestions, you can leave it down below. Heads up, just to let you guys know that, like I said, I am going to be putting out some more personal content this month because I want it to be a positive energy. So stay tuned. I will have a series talking about something very personal that's happened to me, and I'm brave enough to tell you guys. Bye for now. I just want to make a quick message to anyone who's feeling low. You are special, you are loved, and there is always someone who is thinking of you, who is waiting for you to do good. So please keep that reminder close to your heart.